Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and we got some weird stuff to look at today. Some of the funnest stuff in Diecast is the odd and old weird stuff that has come out over the years, and I love showing it off. So a bunch of stuff I've kind of accumulated here. I'm not going to be able to tell you where I got it all from. Some of it I got from my buddy Jay, some of it I got a while ago and I've just been sitting on, but we've got some weird stuff here and we're going to take a look at it. Some of it's real cheap and odd, and some of it's just odd and not so cheap, but it's all weird. It's all weird stuff, right? It's all different. No Hot Wheels, none of the brands that you hear about a lot. Maybe Maisto. We got Maisto in here, so there is that, but really some odd stuff and some interesting items that have come out over the years. We're going to try to kind of figure out the date that they might have come out, maybe figure out what they are in some cases, but yeah, just some weird stuff. So we're going to start with Speed Wheels, rugged die-cast metal, non-toxic paints, fast, compact, collect them all. 39 cents each, or $3 for $1. So essentially 1/3 the cost of a Hot Wheels traditionally. These are distributed by East West Distributing Company, Deerfield, Illinois. We got a proof of purchase here. Same thing. I mean, all die-cast is pretty much not for children under 3 years. That's pretty standard. This packaging is stapled together. I don't know if it's been restapled or what, but no date on this. No way to tell exactly where it's from. I'm guessing this is like dollar store stuff. Not really sure. This appears to be a Fox Body Mustang in spirit. Let's go ahead and, I guess, open it up. It's 2 staples. And that takes our little packaging off. And then it's in a little baggie. Look at that. So, definitely made in China. And definitely, I think, supposed to be a Fox Body Mustang. Just guessing. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a... why can't I think of it now? I'm drawing a blank. If it's not a Fox Body Mustang, it's a Dodge or Plymouth of some type. Man, why can't I think of it? Well, anyway, Dakota? No, that's a truck. What am I thinking of? You guys let me know in the comments down below. That's how you get engagement. You're just wrong about stuff all the time. And then you guys comment, and then I get lots of comments on my video. And that's okay to tell me I'm wrong. All right, I don't know what it is. It looks to me like Fox Body Mustang-ish. But I'm kind of thinking it might be something else. Chrysler Conquest or something. I can't... Whatever. Anywho, it's got suspension in it. And it's supposed to. It's kind of that old-style suspension. It's got very tiny wheels that sort of roll. They run on a little ridge, so kind of sort of made for like a downhill racing. But it is so lightweight that it's not going to go fast downhill. So very cheap feeling, plastic-based, metal body. Paint seems to be okay, and it's non-toxic, so that's good. Interesting model there. Tell me what it is in the comments down below. All right, Rennwagen. This is from Street Planet. I got this a long time ago. I think somebody from Germany sent me this. And it literally does not have English on it anywhere. So apparently not made for over here, really made for Europe. And it is pretty nifty. It is a Formula 1 car. Let's go ahead and open it up. Check it out. And apparently it is €1. Is that what that is? Pound? 1 pound, 1 euro? I'm not sure. €1, right? Have to be. Yeah. And yeah, I'm very American. I know nothing. Screwed together construction. Plastic and metal parts. The main body piece is metal. Everything else is plastic. Plastic wheels. Pretty good representation, I would say, of a Formula 1 car for this little thing. And it's kind of neat. It's kind of nifty. It's weird. It's different. I think that's pretty cool. I have a similar rim style, right? Interesting. All right, and then another Formula 1 car from Tin Toys. Die-cast mini racing car, fast wheels, 4 models here. This is the Hexath 308. And I think this is like the same tooling. I showed these, maybe they were under Motor Force. I can't remember. I think, yeah, Motor Force is what they were branded as before. Nothing on the back, no barcode, nada. And it had a size up here, but it doesn't really say. Something probably 2 3/4 inch, something like that. Not recommended for children under 3 years. These are made in Hong Kong with non-toxic paints. I believe I actually have the Lotus, the McLaren, and another version of this Hexath, but different paint jobs. So these are neat. The only thing that's not so cool about them is the fact that the graphics are a sticker and not a decal or a printing on them, which is the worst way you can put graphics on a vehicle. Reason being because they dry out and they start to peel. So these are peeling off. I will have to get creative with getting them to remain stuck to the car for good, and I will figure that out. I got to figure out the best way to do that. Actually, you guys are smart in the comments. Let me know what is the best way to do that, and maybe I will do it. So it's a metal body, plastic base, these wonky racing wheels. It does kind of roll. It really does look kind of like an exaggerated version of the Formula One car. A little goofy, actually a lot goofy, I suppose. And yeah, I'm like looking over there. Maybe I don't have a version of this one. Maybe they are different. They might be. It feels like they're made by the same company that made these Motor Force cars, which we'll get into in a minute. But yeah, kind of interesting. Interesting, kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's neat. I think that stuff's neat. So that's why I'm showing it. That's why I got it, right? All right, Downtown Patrol. Police. Bus. Downtown Patrol. That's funny. Yeah, nothing on the back. Nada. No printing whatsoever. We are one-sided printing, but does have an actual UPC. Again, not suitable for children under 3 years. Die-cast metal, authentic details, apparently. Freewheeling action. It's got a freewheeling action. That's a lot of time they would talk about that. Free wheels, fast-running wheels. Wheels are going fast. You know. Authentic details. I don't know what's authentic about this. I don't know if that police logo is authentic to anything. No idea. This does actually have printing on the side. However, it's very, very sloppy. It's got like Yatming style wheels, the orange slices. And plastic base that just says China on it. It's sort of got like a suspension to it. Zero interior, and you can tell that. You can see the wheels right through the window. And like there's nothing in there at all. Kind of a neat vehicle, I guess. I don't know what kind of bus it's supposed to be or what it's supposed to be modeled after. And it may not be modeled after really anything. So I don't know where the authentic detail comes in, but I am not really seeing any authentic details. You let me know if you see any authentic details in the comments down below. All right. Fast running wheel, die-cast metal, Motor Force. I've shown these actually a bit. Not this particular one, but I've shown them. It looks like there's a Countach. I wonder if I have that somewhere. If I don't, I need to find it. The Datsun I have. Like, they're Summer Toys castings, I think is what they are. Some are, I don't know, decent, and some are not very decent. What do we have here? Is this the, let's just open it. Yeah, it is Summer Toys. See, there you go. Summer. Motor, whatever. This is a Mercedes. This is the Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL. No. What is it? Is it that? Or is it the Arvet? It's definitely not the Arvet. Or the Toyo. Or the Cam. Or the Trans. Or the Ford Mustang. I like the Ford Mustang. Or the Odd. Or the Lotus Turbo. The Ferrar. The Ferrar. That's not a Ferrar. It's not a Ferrar. I mean, that's... Right? That's a Lamborghini Countach, isn't it? Or supposed to be, but it's the Ferrar. The Ben 500 SEL. which I think is what this is. Maybe. I don't know. It's Mercedes, right? I think. Excuse me. The BM, not the BMW, but the BM, and the Porsche 928. The Datsun, like Datsun's the 280. It's the only one that's got like the full name. That's so weird. Interesting card. I usually save all these old card arts, by the way, because they're just kind of fun, kind of neat to look through. This one's got opening doors. I'm just kind of scared to open them. I doubt they're going to shut again. Well, we're going to leave that one shut. That one's giving me resistance. This one, it opens okay. Fit and finish not great, but yeah, kind of an interesting little mobile here. It's got printed graphics on it. Very cheap feeling. There's something to the paint, too, that feels like just rough and kind of gross. And the plastic, the whole thing feels a little rough and gross, but not too bad. Interesting nonetheless, right? I think it's interesting. You guys might think it's terribly stupid and awful, but I think it's interesting. All right. These are pretty quality, actually. So we got pocket cars. Now, these are Tomica pocket cars. This is Tomica's foray into the United States. Made in Japan, printed in USA. There's a big, long list of vehicles that they released. Anytime I can find a pocket car in good condition that I didn't already have, I'm very interested in it. They made some cool cars. Now, these are going to be oftentimes smaller than 1/64 scale. This is the Bugatti Royale. And as you can see, Tomica made in Japan. These are actually made in Japan, which is kind of interesting. So they're older. Scale is 1/80th, and then they have a casting number, F46. Some of the, and copyright date 1978. Some of these Tomica castings are actually like still in use to this day from back then, which is kind of cool. Super speedy little movers with frictionless wheels. Diecast metal, collect them all, available separately. Pocket cars. And like, what's in your pocket, right? Kind of cool. And I like the little jean pocket is the packaging. I think that's a cool thing. So pocket cars are neat. This is one of the more common ones, I think, to find. It's not super desirable, but very cool. I think I might have one of these in played with condition as well. Anytime I find old Tomica pocket cars, I think they're neat. And then we got the 1915 Model T touring car. Let's open up that. And there's that guy. Neat little pocket car. My buddy Crazy Todd has a pretty good collection of these. Like, he actually got these when he was a kid. Instead of like Matchbox and Hot Wheels, he got a bunch of pocket cars. So it's kind of weird to get a bunch of those. He had a bunch of Hot Wheels too, I think, but Tomica pocket cars, he had a bunch of really cool ones. And they are definitely neat. This is metal, by the way. This piece up here, which normally you'd think that would be plastic. That is metal. This front piece is plastic. 1/60th scale, made in Japan. Copyright date 1977. These things are older than me. So definitely cool, though. You know, some decent details. They made some realistic looking castings. And I think overall they did a pretty good job. All right. Next is Tiger Wheels, USA States. United States of America States Collection. Sure. First on the track, limited edition Tiger Wheels, limited to 1 of 4,000 pieces. Now, I don't really understand the story of these. This is Texas, Tennessee. This is Texas and Tennessee, or Texas. What is that? Copyright date 2000. Tiger Wheels, San Juan, Puerto Rico, made in China. So the interesting thing about these is they're like copies, or they used, I'm not sure, Johnny Lightning toolings. So this is actually like the same tooling as an old Johnny Lightning bus, or it's very close to the same tooling. And this one just says Tennessee. I don't know. What is it? Why does it say Texas on this, on the back of this? Texas, Tennessee, whatever. Tennessee Special Edition Vita bus. Doesn't even have a VW logo on it. It's got a TW. Texas wheels. Tiger wheels. Look at the paint. It's got some weird cracking and stuff to it. Very interesting. Tiger wheels. I think these were really meant to be fast downhill racing. I think that's the deal with them. Downhill racing was kind of a thing, and maybe it still is. And these were like supposed to be quick downhill, I think is what the deal was with these Tiger wheels. That's what they were made with the intention of. That's why they have the little lip and the plastic wheels. Johnny Lightning still makes, to this day, castings that are kind of for downhill racing. And this is very much a copy of their like VW bus casting from back in the day. And the wheels, though, are not the same as Johnny Lightning wheels. They're one-piece wheels that are plastic. And it's got weight to it. I mean, this thing is heavy. So this thing probably screams downhill. And I think that really was kind of its purpose. So kind of an interesting piece of diecast history there. Weird Tennessee Tiger wheels. Kind of cool. All right. Last thing we got is some weird ones. We've got the Maisto Design, GM Design Manufacturer Series. These were concept cars. The first thing we got is a Buick Lacrosse concept. We should date this. This was sold at Meijer for $1.99. Collect all of these hot concepts from General Motors. So they were General Motors concepts in general. 2001 is a copyright date. I do like when diecast companies make the concept versions of cars. It's kind of neat. So this is what the Buick Lacrosse was supposed to be. 4.2 liter V8, front wheel drive. I think the only thing that probably stuck was the front wheel drive. And then this is what the design was going to look like. I don't know, could you get a Lacrosse with a V8 in it? Maybe you could. Not sure. I would guess V6 max. But here was the concept of the Buick Lacrosse. Front end's a little wild looking. Kind of cool, but a little wild. There's your rear taillight. I mean, they kind of stuck to the original idea for it. Made in China. Plastic wheels, metal body, plastic base, no interior on this model. None. They didn't really know what the interior was going to look like, probably, but there's no interior. They didn't put anything in there. That's okay. They got blacked out windows. So how weird is that to have that? It's cool to immortalize, though, the concept cars, you know, from back in the day in diecast. I think it's kind of neat. I think it's kind of cool. All right, Maisto Showcase Collection, the Pontiac Piranha concept. These were $2.96 at Walmart. Department 07, which I think Department 07 is still the toy department to this day. And can we find a year? 2001. So these have some wild packaging. I got to get it out of here, though, which is I'm struggling with. You have to use the scissors, even though this packaging is kind of falling apart. All right, Showcase Collection. So it has this plastic in here you got to pull out. Look at this. So there's the box, like that. This is kind of interesting. There's the screw that's holding down the casting. And then, oh, it's not really wanting to work. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Let's get a better angle on that. I mean, it's novel. I'll give it that. This was the Piranha. Yeah, this never made it to market, did it? Yeah, Pontiac Piranha. No, we gotta unscrew it because I'm not, as much as I want to save this packaging because it's kind of neat and unique. I just I'm not going to. Just don't have room for it, to be honest with you. So we're gonna unscrew the car. But kind of an interesting concept, right? For packaging, concept car, concept packaging. It's really cheap feeling though, and it will eventually just fall apart. It is plastic and just cheap feeling. I mean, these things are only $2.97, so. All right, Maisto Pontiac Piranha. What did this car end up being? It almost looks like an Aztec. So weird, but very, very interesting. Very Pontiac, too. These wide fender flares in the front are really kind of throwing off the design. There's your Piranha. Too bad they never made that. Just crazy. What do you guys think about the Pontiac Piranha? I think that's really cool. This is probably the two coolest ones, honestly, in this whole video, are these two concept cars. They're just different, right? Different thing to collect. Very neat. And I actually quite like them. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below about this weird old stuff. Do you like this stuff? This is going to go in the vintage, older, secondhand haul kind of video. There's more weird crap in there if you want to take a look at that. And thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what your favorite was, and have a great day.